Today marks 20 years since Christian Ferguson, a 9-year-old with special needs, disappearing from North St. Louis County. And today, the community celebrating his life. Loved ones came to Forest Park to remember Christian. Last year, his father, Dewan Ferguson, was found guilty of his murder. Also happening today, the family introduced CTF Alert. It's a system that would notify authorities if someone with a disability or special needs goes missing.
I just received confirmation that this is really going to happen. The CTF medical alert is going to take place. It's just too many wonderful, powerful people, you know, from the public to the political leaders, just them being present, and even having a National Center for Missing and Exploited Children have someone come all the way here for this situation. That's just powerful.
A needed tool. This new alert would be a notification when someone with a serious medical condition misses a major medical appointment or picking up a prescription.